Okay, so listen, I don't want to make this super long. I was just on Twitter scrolling and I came across a post that said that the Hollywood Hills have now been hit. Wake up. Wake up, y'all. Wake up. It's 8 months into the new year. And if you have not seen the community post that I posted, it's not the first time that I've talked about 2025 or 2025 through 2027. It's a lot that's going to be going on. Okay. One day I will do a full deep dive, but I don't have the energy to do that right now. And the reason why videos like that are so far and few between is because I like to try to get, receipts that I may have posted or said in a different video or tweet. That takes time. And then just focusing and honing in on that energy is a lot. It's a lot to channel on that collective level. Okay. But what I will say is that 2025 is a year of destruction. 2026 is a repair year, recovery year rather. And 2027 is a rebirth year. That's just what it is. I've told y'all multiple of times, stop romanticizing Pluto and Aquarius. In fact, if you see anybody that is romanticizing any astrology transit, I wouldn't necessarily listen to them. I mean, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but understand that a lot of this shit is complicated. There are a lot of false prophets out there. There are people who, let me put it this way. When I used to be on Aligning Souls, meaning my spirituality channel, I used to say it all the time. Be careful of who you are getting your word from. Because here's the thing. On a spiritual level, 4D, 5D, whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it, when we get those downloads, we meaning the good side, it's not the only side that gets those downloads, right? We all get them. A lot of people are gifted, okay? But it doesn't necessarily mean that people are using their gifts for good. So you have people that are plants, you have people that are evil, you have people that are working closely with ... You can fill in the blanks of whatever you think that means. Yes, I'm probably talking about that. But not everybody has the same pure intentions. And so, again, just be very cognizant of who you get your word from, because a lot of people can have the same exact vision or the same prophecy or the same download, whatever you want to call it, but not everybody is coming from the same intention or has the same intention. That's number one, because I see that there's a lot of people on TikTok who, and I don't even want to name names, but there's a couple of people who people are like, oh, well, they're an FBI plant, like they work for the CIA. They da 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 da. I don't want to get into all of that. All I'm gonna say is, like I said, just be very discerning. Use discernment. Now, when it comes to everything that's going on in this world right now, we're 8 days in. This is going to be a chaotic year. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is safe. So if you're looking at places and being like, oh, well, I pray for them, but oh, well, thank God it's not me. Again, people have romanticized Pluto and Aquarius and only focused on Aquarius. And oh my God, the age of Aquarius in truth. And Cat Williams has even said, and this is the one thing that people overlook when it comes to Cat Williams, but the main takeaway from his video that everybody seems to forget is that he said, this isn't about race or politics or gender or any of that. This is about good versus evil. This is about humanity. This is about God. That's the only side it's about, right? And a lot of people have forgotten that main crucial important part of his interview. And that's what's playing out in the world right now. It's a lot that's happening that seemingly is supposed to be natural and it's not. And if you think for a second that everything isn't connected, it is. It is. It's 2025. There's no reason why people should still be shaming or coming for people and calling people conspiracy theorists when every little thing that you've been taught about day by day, year by year, you're discovering that it was a lie. I don't understand how people are continually gaslit by the media and the GOV and then just not even second guess it. Y'all just move on to the next lie. I don't understand. From 9/11, Katrina, Bin Laden, aliens, C-19, shit, Maui, hell, even what's going on now with these fires, billionaires, Hollywood, How many examples do you need to understand that you are being told lies? And by the time that the public finds out anything, it's already too late. Remember that Drake album? If you're reading this, it's already too late. Well, if we're telling you this, then know that it's already too late. If we're telling you this, then understand there's at least like 85% more information that we're not telling you. I'll give you a perfect example. Remember back the Las Vegas Mandalay Bay shooting that happened? What was reported majorly on the news was that there was only one person. Meanwhile, you go on TikTok, there's thousands of stories of people who vividly remember that there were multiple gunmen and that there were also helicopters that was shooting into the crowd. So when you wonder why is TikTok being banned? Well, let's take a look at TikTok. Do you know how easy it is to go viral on TikTok? I mean, hello, Risa Tisa. Hello, everybody else who literally, I don't know, spits into a napkin and then ends up on the Ellen show tomorrow. And Ellen, because I see everybody is like upset right now because of everything that's going on with Twitch and the wife. And have y'all stopped to think for a second that maybe some of what's going on, aside from making money, maybe, we're trying not to get the family, in some deep dirt and with Hollywood and the realty to come out? Like, did y'all ever stop to think that? Because Ellen did leave. Let's go back and figure out why. Maybe that'll come up this year. Since everybody talking about Twitch right now, I'm just saying everything is connected. Okay? So it's like with TikTok, that algorithm is built very differently and people can share information like that and it goes viral like that, right? YouTube, you upload some shit, it has to go through the processes. It could get copyrighted, flagged, taken down, whatever. A lot of people depend on money. So they're like, if my video gets flagged, I don't want to, keep this uploaded, and they delete it, whatever. TikTok, it could have 1 million streams, 1 million views by tonight. That's dangerous if you are trying to move in secret and cause, chaos and terror in the background. That's extremely dangerous. So there's a lot going on. As I said that it would, I posted on a community tab, some tweets that I had tweeted out on New Year's Eve. And damn if not even 24 hours later, look at all that happened. Look at all that has happened. And now we're just now getting to January 8th, and so much has happened between New Orleans, between the mass shooting in Queens, New York, between the LA fires. Child, it's some stuff going on in Texas. I heard that Richmond, Virginia is without water for like the last 2 days. Like, it's a lot going on. All of which I've been warning about. I've been talking about all of that whole new year, new me. No, it needs to be new year, new astrology. And unfortunately, this shit isn't taught in school. You're taught to suppress your intuition. You're taught that astrology is the devil. Look at B. Simone, which she going around saying, yeah, because I said I wasn't going to be here long. So let me not go on my tangent. All I want to say is this. Do what the fuck you're supposed to be doing. Get on your shit before shit gets on you. Follow your divine purpose. Follow your divine mission. I've literally been saying the exact same thing since 2019. Anybody that was following me on my Aligning Souls channel can confirm that. At some point, I'm even gonna, because I still have all of my videos. I didn't delete them. I just set them to private. I'm gonna go back through my videos and see if I can bring back some old messages because I feel like they apply to today. Especially being that 2025 is 2020 part 2. 2020 was the practice year. 2025 is setting everything in motion. But get on your Zoom. Get on your scooter. Get on your Zoom. Do what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Because there is going to be mass chaos. There is going to be mass hysteria. There is going to be mass death. This is me keeping it real. People are going to die. That's just part of life. And to the person that commented on my post and brought up God, saying, oh, what about God? Or God will bring us through or something like that. Listen, that is too complex of a... That's too complex of a conversation for right now, more than what I'm trying to have. But do understand, yes, God is playing a role in this. And I understand some people are like, well, why would God want people to die? For one, it's the circle of life. And then two, cause and effect. Because a lot of what's happening isn't like it's coming out of nowhere. There's been red flags. Things have been wacky. You know, the universe has been upset. You know, so even aside from all of the natural disasters that will be record breaking, which I've been speaking about for years, record breaking earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, wind fire, like everything. There's also nefarious shit going down in the background where it's like, okay, well, let's play this up. Let's dial this up even more. For whatever agenda, whatever purpose. And then there's also, let's create some shit. But going back to my original point about God, now is not the time for that conversation. Because God wants you to get on your shit, get on your Zoom, get on your mission, focus on your divine mission. Okay? That's what people can do. Because no matter where you turn in 2025, 2026, it's going to be hysteria everywhere. It's just going to be chaos everywhere. We're 8 days in and there's been like 25 fucking different events that have happened thus far. Not to one or two people, to mass amounts of people. This is all a precursor, literally a precursor to what the fuck is coming. That's why it's important for you to focus on whatever the fuck God placed you on this earth to do, whoever you believe in, whatever, universe, right? We'll keep it blank. Universe, spirit, whatever the fuck you were placed on this earth to do it. Not do what your mama wants you to do. Not let me go to college and get this degree because I got to be the first black in my family. I got to be the first black that I got to. Girl, do what the fuck you supposed to be doing. Because that's why you here. That's why you here. That's what's going to help and matter right now in this time. Is focusing on your divine mission, doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing, vibrating high. Okay, practicing love, healing, self-love, definitely. And I mean, I sound like a broken record, but that's just really it. That's just really it. It's really nothing more than that. It's really nothing more than that. Because as you do that, you connect back to God, you connect back to spirit, back to the universe. And as long as you're intuitive and you're aware, they will give you the personal instructions of what to do next. And please understand too, because here's something that I always say. When you get that call from the universe, please don't go trying to play a game of telephone. That is a conversation between you, God, you, spirit, you, your angels, you, your team, you, and the universe. When you get that call, do not play a game of telephone. You don't need to put it on speaker. Everybody in the world don't need to know. That is for you. Because a lot of y'all out here, y'all keep trying to take people with you into rooms that they're not supposed to be in. Some of y'all, that's why your life is so fucked up right now. That's why shit not going right. Because you keep trying to fly to new heights, but you trying to bring this old baggage that's weighing you down. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. So if you need to do some self-reflecting and self-healing, then that's okay. Because some of that baggage that a lot of y'all have, it don't even belong to you. So don't feel like it's a problem to give it back to its rightful owner. No, do whatever you have to do. But in order to fly to those new heights, like I said, you have to get rid of that old baggage that's weighing you down. And some of y'all, that's people, that's places, that stings. I know for me personally right now, I have to leave the East Coast. And I've known this since 2022. Hence why I went to LA in April of 2023. I'm not going to go super deep because I already did a story time on it. But I already knew that I would be back, even though I had only lasted a month. And I recently, in the last 2 months, I would say in the last 4 months, I had shifted my mind like, okay, I'm going to go back. I'll be back on the West Coast by the end of the year. Well, not the end of the year, but I'll be back on the West Coast by summer 2025. That was the goal. And then out of nowhere, ever since elections, it switched out of nowhere. Like, no, bitch, you have to go back now. So that is what I'm prepping to do. And obviously being intuitive and getting downloads and whatnot, obviously I know what's coming. And I have conversations with the universe because it's just like, why am I being pushed to go to the West Coast when so much is happening there? But truly, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because, for one, there's going to be stuff happening everywhere. Everywhere. New Orleans yesterday, LA today, Chicago tomorrow, Wisconsin next week. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, again, people have romanticized Pluto and Aquarius, not understanding that, yes, Aquarius is collective and people and truth and all of that, but Pluto literally rules destruction. Pluto can be beautiful, but Pluto is more so. Let me tell you what Pluto is. Pluto will take a Kardashian, make them remove their BBL, make them rip off all of their makeup, strip them completely down, and say, now look in the mirror in front of the world. This is beauty. Now let's build from this. Pluto will highlight your biggest insecurity, blow it up, and then make you learn from that. Like, Pluto is so harsh. It's not like, I don't understand where people are getting this lovey-dovey vibe that like Pluto and Aquarius is, oh my God. No, it can be that, but you have to first literally burn the building down and then build something new on it. Right? Speaking of, because this just came to me, because I don't want anybody to feel like the fires is solely like, oh, because of Diddy, oh, because of Hollywood. It's a multitude of things. It's a multitude of things. Doing something grand like that, where it's like, oh, let's set LA on fire. It's a multiple of things, right? Yes, part of it is celebrities trying to burn and hide evidence. Part of it is child trafficking and tunnels and everything connected with that can possibly come out in these cases that are going to happen, that I've been warning y'all about. Jay-Z's not done. Diddy's not done. There's more celebrities to be named that's not even necessarily related to their cases. Okay, so yes, these fires can be connected to the Diddy and all of that, but it can also be connected to everyday shit. People that might be grandfathered into homes that don't want to give them up. Okay, you don't want to give it up? Boom, let's set this shit on fire. Oh, now we have no choice. Oh, we don't like a certain group of people living in this neighborhood. Y'all don't want to move. Oh, let's burn it up. Now you don't have a choice. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you follow me here? Shit like this happens literally every single day. Literally every single day. And it's what baffles me is, hold on 1 second. Gotta plug my shit in. Because what baffles me is, again, I don't understand how people just blindly, just just blindly in the herd, like sheep, just blindly follow the government and the media and believe every single thing. And then y'all call people conspiracy theorists. Oh, y'all are dumb. Y'all are retarded. Oh, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Then there's everything they say end up coming out true. And then you realize that you've been lied to this entire time, but nobody questions it. And then they'll turn around, the government and media will literally turn around and be like, oh, okay, well, we actually already knew about this, y'all, but like we kind of sort of didn't act on it, or we kind of thought this might happen. Like, that happens every single fucking time. It happened with Maui. It happened with C-19. It's happening with aliens and drones. Like, every time we find out about shit, you are already too late. And then they quietly say something like, yeah, well, girl, we kind of already knew about that. We just kind of didn't act. And nobody is fucking questioning or getting upset or rioting or doing anything in response. Like literally right now, LA is on fucking fire and the mayor is in fucking Ghana, I think. Just months ago, they removed like I think like 18 million from the budget, and they've been trying to put out these goddamn fires, but they ain't got no damn water because they don't have enough supplies and resources. Like none of this shit is by coincidence. And again, I don't understand how every single time that there is something like this, there's always these strange coincidences that line up, and then again, it's quietly revealed, oh, we already knew this, or oh, we thought that might happen, and there's no outrage. Right. I said I wasn't going to be here too long, and we've already been hit 20 minutes. All I'm going to say is this. Let me go back to my personal story because this might inspire some of y'all. I've already known that I needed to get away from the East Coast. That is a whole story in itself, and I've talked about it before. Astrocartography is a thing. So, y'all be asking me about readings and stuff like that, and one thing that I've never really dived deep about on my channel is astrocartography. It is a method of astrology because depending on where you go, whether vacation, travel to for a few days, or permanently live someplace, the energy is going to change. Best way to explain it is Mars lines are full of aggression. The planet Mars. You move to a Mars line, it's going to be aggressive. You could possibly die. Chaotic things happen, right? When Kim K visited her Mars line in Paris, she got robbed. When I visited my Mars line in Puerto Rico, I ended up getting alcohol poisoning, and then almost got stranded in Puerto Rico and left by myself. So that's just to give you an example, right? If you feel called to move somewhere or go somewhere, just do it. Don't listen to the media. Don't listen to people in your family. That's why I say when you get that call from God, from the universe, it is for you. It's not meant to be a game of telephone because people will place their doubt onto you and then make you second guess. And we don't, 2025 is not one of them type of years for that. It's not. This is literally a get on your Zoom. Like, bitch, you should already actually actively be on your Zoom because y'all have had 4 years to prepare. 4 years to prepare. The same lessons and same bullshit that came up from 2020 to 2024, I promise you will be given a pop quiz on it this year. I promise you. Hell, that's part of the reason why so many people had a hell of a 2024. Because a lot of y'all was failing the test when y'all had already been given pop quizzes throughout the last 4 years. Get on your shit. If you're supposed to quit that job, quit that job. If you're supposed to start that career, start that career. If you're supposed to get out of that relationship, get out of it. If you're supposed to get in a relationship, get in one. If you're supposed to move, do it. Because I'm not trying to be morbid, but if nothing else, understand that just by you doing that, it just may very well save your life. Like I said, take my own story as an example. I have known that the East Coast was no longer for me since 2023. Around August, September, after I broke up with my ex, I started getting downloads like, okay, it's going to be time to go back to LA. I'll wait until summer 2025. Had even started planning to have different surgeries and shit here because I have insurance that literally takes care of all of that for free. Very unheard of, but that's one of the perks of living in New York because they treat, okay, they treat the dolls, okay? So I was trying to take advantage of it, and I said after all of my surgeries and shit, hopefully by summer, I can be out. Then, right around election time, I was like, ooh, no, I gotta go now. Especially as I started posting different videos of me saying shit or whatever, I was getting downloads that for me, it was time to go, like immediately, like first quarter. And so that's where my mind has been. But of course, knowing what's coming and what's happening, the I don't want to say fear, because it's not something that's manifested as a fear, or even really a concern. It's just more of like a genuine question that I've had, or more so felt with the universe, was why am I being guided to go west, considering, I mean, we can look and see what's happening now, but I've constantly been reassured that I'm good, that everything will be okay. Mind you, I said in one of my videos about like a huge tsunami that's going to happen with Cali at some point. And so many people on TikTok and YouTube, you know, whether people are gifted, or prophets, whatever, or just, you know, everyday people, so many people have had the same vision or similar downloads. And I have no time frame for when that is going to happen, but you think about that type of stuff. Like, why am I being guided to move west? Just to die? Like, you, like, come on, like, that's the thought. Like, am I like, come on, like, what we doing? Like, you sending me into the war zone? Like, what we doing? But the downloads that I've gotten is that nowhere is really safe. So that's why it's like important for you to obey and listen. Okay? Listen to God, to the universe, to your higher self, however you want to look at it. Listen. You know those same events like where you're at home and you're rushing, right? You're rushing. You're trying to get to an appointment. Oh shit. Oh my God. Hold on. I gotta look this up. I just got a download. Hold on. Oh my God, y'all. I'm about to cry. Hold on. I was about to go into it and then I just got a loud ass ringing in my right ear, which is definitely a positive omen from spirit. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. So this is what I'm supposed to be talking about. This is what I'm supposed to be talking about, and they confirming it right now. So that just really threw me off. My bad, y'all. So what I was gonna wow, yeah, I'm about to cry. So okay, so y'all know how like when you are rushing to like get to like a job or an appointment or whatever, like you're rushing out the house, right? And then you get into your car, you might even start driving, but then you realize like, fuck, I forgot my phone. I forgot. Da-da-da. So you pissed as hell, but you go back and get it, but you pissed as hell the entire time. Long story short, later on, you end up finding out that had you been on time, you could have got into a car wreck because there was traffic, or you know, somebody ended up getting ran over, da-da-da, whatever. Regardless, the point that I'm making is like we've all had times where whether we found out about it or just didn't even like realize it consciously, where the universe has diverted us from bad shit, right? You know, you find out like, damn, because you left late, you ended up not in something that could have like ultimately been terrible. It's the same thing with chasing your divine mission right now and like doing what it is that you're supposed to be doing. It's very easy to listen to the news and listen to other people and get sucked in to all of the like 2025 is hell. Let's just call it that. Hell, low vibration, all of that. And so many people are going to be tuned into that. Why do y'all think, like I say it all the time, that I'm not here for that whole, oh, let's just protect everything black. Let's just constantly complain and have these gender wars, because it's, for one, it's unnecessary. And then two, it's like, how are you so pro-black, but the only thing you talk about is things that negatively impact black people? You ain't got no solutions, but you got all the problems in the world. No solutions, but all the problems in the world, right? That's why I'm so anti all of that, because I refuse to operate and vibrate at a lower frequency and just stay there. And it's a lot of people that are comfortable living there. Comfortable, like y'all can even probably think of people that y'all know in y'all personal life, where every time you turn around, they going through something. Every time you turn around, they got a problem for every solution. Every time you turn around, they just comfortable living in chaos, because some people just thrive there. They thrive in chaos. They thrive in delusion. They thrive in dysfunction. They're comfortable in that. That's not me. That's not me. And I need y'all to not also be that. Right? So there's going to be a lot of people that might try to get in your ear, or just simply even the media turning it on. And again, like I said, New Orleans last week, LA today, New York tonight, Chicago tomorrow, Texas 2 days from now. A lot of people gonna be like, what the fuck? You might get sucked into that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Focus on you, on your shit. If you don't know what that is, you can always book a reading, thealignmentsouls.com. But 9 times out of 10, you already know. Even if you've already been suppressing it or feeling like now is not the time, or, oh, I ain't got enough money for that. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do. People talk about manifesting all the time, but forget that manifestation is more than just you sitting down and praying and writing some shit on a vision board. Bitch, you have to actually get up and do the work. You have to get on your shit before shit gets on you. When you take 2 steps forward, the universe will literally carry you all the way through to the rest. Literally. Some of y'all know damn well you're supposed to trade over into another career, but you're so scared to lose your job because it's like, oh, how I'm gonna eat, how I'm gonna survive. Bitch, I'm literally doing it right now. I told y'all baddies don't pay shit. And in the midst of my high paying, my most watched videos, what am I doing? Y'all see me pumping out this new content. I took 2 steps back to go 20 forward. Literally left a situation where I was paying rent somewhere just so I could take 2 steps back, recalculate, so I could be able to relocate. And while I'm doing all of that, I'm like, if there's going to be any time where I start pivoting and switching up content, it's going to be right now. Versus when I now have to literally depend on the money because I got to pay rent at the end of the month. But some of y'all is too scared to step out of fear and step into faith. Too scared. Oh, what about this? What about that? What about if you don't even get the chance to see this or that? Because that's the underlying truth of what I'm saying. Because sometimes that's also a possibility. Oh, you don't want to play by the rules. You don't want to follow your divine mission and do what you're supposed to be doing here on earth. You just want to lollygag and play around and act like you got all the time in the world. You know how many people ultimately face a fate thinking that they had all the time in the world, and then now see from up above that they actually didn't? Like, I hate to go there, but we have to be honest. Pluto in Aquarius is not playing. Pluto is not playing. Pluto is life and death. It's rebirth. It's transformation. Yes, we get to a beautiful place, but that's after the chaos and destruction. So you take chaos and destruction, which is Pluto, and then you mix that with Aquarius, which is the collective. What does that mean? Chaos, death, and rebirth brought to a collective of people. 8 days. How many mass casualties have happened? 2025, destruction. 2026, recovery. 2027, rebirth. Question every fucking thing. Believe only a fraction of what you hear and see. But 100% go with how you feel. Intuitively, of course. I know I'm gonna be okay. I need for y'all to be okay. Like I said, I'm not in a position where I'm scared or worried because I know that everywhere is going to be affected. But just like a situation where like you're rushing out and then you get so upset and frustrated, but then you find out like you leaving your keys or leaving your phone actually saved your day by you following your divine mission. It literally just might be doing that. Right? And just being realistic, right? What if I had tried to move to, and just the, oh, I don't know how to say. I mean, well, I'm not giving disclaimers. Y'all, either you get what I'm saying or not. But imagine if I was rushing to move to Palisades, which was the first place I heard about that got hit by the fires. Imagine if I was rushing to get there by New Year's. I may not even be here Like, I may not even have been able to be here to even have this conversation right now. Like, imagine if I was rushing all year. Oh, I gotta get the Palisades. I gotta get the Palisades, right? Right? Because I literally just said I went from a situation where I was paying rent to go 2 steps back, right? To try and save money. And then while I'm doing that, also pivot my channel in the direction that I want to go, that I feel like will take me further, right? My way of being strategic, okay? Go 2 steps back to go 20 forward. Imagine had I not done that. Imagine if I tried to submit to the programming of society, right? Which is basically, oh no, you're a bum if you do this, or oh no, you're 31 and you're doing what? Oh no, you gotta be living like that. Like, imagine if I submitted to all of that and I subscribed to that storyline, right? And said, no, I'm gonna leave this situation and immediately go and live in Palisade, which is where the fires originated, I guess. I may not even be here to tell the story. But because I followed my intuition, I listened to the universe, I was able to miss that. Right? Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to Meek Mill this. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at what Meek Mill is being dragged for on Twitter. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to drive home a point for y'all. When you listen to the universe, right? And you listen to your divine mission and divine calling and all of that, listen to God, you never know when you leaving your keys at the house or you running late could actually be a good thing. That's it. That's it. You know, and that's why people say, like, God may not come when you want God to, but God is always on time. But don't believe everything you hear. We are being lied to. We are being desensitized and prepped for WW3. I've been saying that, screaming that from the rooftops the last couple of years. Summer 2025 will be destructive, chaotic. There's supposed to be an event on the 10th. I'm not sure what that will be. Y'all can most definitely bet that the next week or so, because we have the inauguration coming up, that should be interesting. I don't really want to speak too much on any of that, because the way we've been jumping timelines, I don't know what's real. So I'll just say nothing should surprise you at this point. Back to the the way that my phone was face down and I'm in a room that's like completely dark and the light flashed, but the way it just flashed just did something to me. I don't know if that was supposed to be a confirmation about the flashes in LA. Even though I've seen literal video footage, but they're definitely flashing lasers now. A lot of that is man-made. Even if it was already supposed to be a wildfire, they're drumming it up like times 50. But also do understand, even for situations that's not man-made, and you're never really gonna know, because it's not like people are gonna come out like officially come out and be like, yes, we created this. No, you're just gonna have speculation and quote unquote conspiracy theorists. Regardless, though, we're gonna have record-breaking natural disasters, and it's not because of global warming. It's not. I know people want to. No. No. Okay, so everybody's gonna get their turn. Again, Pluto in Aquarius is mass hysteria, mass death, mass all of that. And if anything, this year is teaching us, or this time period rather, is teaching us, we are our brother's keeper, right? Because everybody seems to be living in this whole main character type of way. Oh, that's LA. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, that's over there. They ain't got nothing to do with me. The same lessons that Saturn in Aquarius tried to teach people, right? And Saturn is already strict. So Saturn tried to lay the law down with C19 and show people, like, hey, this is how things are supposed to be. Lockdown, restrictions, A lot of people still don't get it. So now Pluto was like, okay, well, since you don't get it, bitch, I'm fucking shit up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, think of Saturn like you're grounded. I'm taking your phone away. Ooh. Because I was about to say Pluto might be the parent that's like, no, I'm whooping you. Pluto child might kill your ass. But do you see the difference? Like, you have Saturn that was like, I'm taking your phone away for a month. Pluto was like, no, go out there and find a tree stick. I'm whooping your ass till you understand. We are our brother's keeper. New Orleans last week, LA yesterday, New York today, Chicago tomorrow. I just hope people aware and receptive, and I hope people get the lesson at some point. But it's nothing that you can do. And also, too, please understand that, because let me bring God back into the conversation for the people that's like thinking you could just pray your way through. Actually, that's the perfect thing to do, is to pray, yes. But what I mean is, like, for the people that just think, well, why would God be doing that? It's the natural order of this earth. The earth goes through resets. This is the worst time that it's ever been because humans literally ain't shit right now, but it's the natural order of things. It just is. Which is what makes astrology so fascinating, because a lot of people don't believe in astrology, but when you know what to look for, you realize how truthful it is. And it's really just a timeline of events spread out, and it's repeated data. 1920, we had the Spanish flu. 100 years later, we had C-19. Both pandemics, both financial crises, same effect. Like, it's not a coincidence. There are truly like almost no coincidences in life. Everything is of divine order. Everything. So, like I said, with the LA fires, man-made. Lasers are being shot down, much like Hawaii, which happened, and then after a couple of days, everybody moved on. Meanwhile, when they was casting it down, you know, with certain tarps, I think, or certain houses painted blue or a certain color, just so whoever's directing the lasers knew where not to shoot. And and then Oprah getting involved with all of that. Yeah. Yeah. From the celebrity stuff to Diddy to billionaires to everything that's about to go down with Hollywood. Yeah, evidence is being destroyed. Even with these mass other issues that pop up, a lot of it is plants. If they tell you it was only one person, believe that it was 5. Believe that there's more people. If they tell you that there was only 2 explosive found, believe that there was 30. Are you following my drift? Even some of these small stories where it's big for 2 days, like, oh, we have a whole bunch of Jews in the tunnel. Oh, we have a whole bunch of immigrants that are crossing over and this, that, and the third. Oh, suddenly now there's like a civil war breaking out online. Oh, we have election time, and now we're going to drive the point home that it was mostly Latinos that voted for Trump. Oh, everybody is on Twitter yelling back at the Mexicans and Latinos and da 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 da. Like, everything is connected, y'all. Everything is connected. It's all connected. Literally, the TV show Manifest, literally in a nutshell. But everything is literally all connected. Everything. And when you start putting the pieces together and see how everything connects dots, you're like, oh shit. How did we not see this coming? Like, y'all don't remember when, I don't even remember the exact story, but I feel like there was something going on with like refugees or like Haitian immigrants or something like that last year or 2 years ago. Everything is connected, y'all. They have been prepping y'all. Just understand that while you might feel like your life matters, that's not necessarily how you were viewed living in this world, in this country. And that's just the unfortunate truth. A lot of the world and a lot of America is considered like sacrificial lambs for whatever agenda and narrative needs to be served at that time. Unfortunately, that's just that. That's just that. Like, and when you start going, even if you go all the way back in history, like I said, 9/11, you realize how certain things were like, I don't want to say the word, but certain things were placed in the towers way before the planes hit, you know? And you think about certain people that we were told were so bad. And then you realize why they were considered so bad to America, and realize like, oh, they was about to expose some stuff. Oh, okay. So do you understand? I don't want to go super deep for obvious reasons, even though I'm already saying a lot. But this is stuff that has literally been in my brain. And everybody's not going to sit and believe in everything that I'm saying. And that's fine. I don't care. But everybody's not a conspiracy theorist. You know? Like, I vividly remember stuff from when I was a child. The Twin Tower situation happened when I was in 3rd grade. And that day, I remember vividly everything that happened. I also remember how my brother had back to school night at North Tech. We went, and literally from his cafeteria, there was a direct view of everything that was going on. And the whole school was in shock, because it was like they was literally looking out the window and could see, all of the smoke and chaos and fire. I remember that. I also vividly remember when I was in 5th grade and I had social studies class, and I wrote my paper about that whole situation. And I found out so much information. And in 5th grade at 12 years old, what year was this? Child, don't let me get the lying and doing math, but 2005, probably. I don't know. But at that young age, I knew then. I was like, this was all a setup. This was all a lie. And ever since then. Oh, and I also found out more about Mbe Adonlay. That's how I need to start talking on this platform. That's really how I need to start talking. But I had found out more about Mbe Adonlay. And I was super young. And I was like, oh, wow, this is not what's being reported. And so that really, and I will probably have to sit and think about it a little bit more. But being that all of this has been on my mind today, as far as I know right now, those were the 2 major things that made me really start diving deep intuitively at that young age. And I've always been that way since then, and questioned everything since then, and those 2 incidences. So things will make sense when they make sense. But yeah, if you need to be moving someplace, move. If y'all are interested in astrocartography readings, I do those. One day I will do a practice one on YouTube so you can see what I'm talking about exactly. But astrocartography basically just takes astrology, places it on a world map. Planets align differently for people depending on where they go in the world, and it's different for everybody. That's why, some people can thrive in New York, and then some people can hate it. Some people can thrive in LA. Some people can hate it. Some people make money in Texas. Other people go poor. It affects everybody differently. Okay. It's a complicated process, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing. So before you move, before you decide to relocate someplace random, or before you even decide to go on vacation, it's always great to at least have a basic knowledge of an astrocartography chart, so you'll know what you'll encounter, what you'll experience. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this has been long enough. I said this wasn't supposed to be super long, and here we are, 50 minutes, almost an hour. I will be uploading a video one day of all of my thoughts for 2025, but it's a lot coming, y'all. I already told y'all that obviously the Diddy case in spring. I told y'all around March. Ooh, let me not get the line, because I don't know the exact dates, but I already posted the dates publicly and said it within a video. Of when more Jay-Z stuff was going to be coming out, and also stuff that was going to affect B. Trying to think if there's anything else before I leave. We do also have to do a 2024 predictions confirmed video because a lot of woo, damn near everything I said for 2024 came true. Scott don't miss. Okay, Scott don't miss. But just make sure that you practice in discernment. Like I said, when we get these downloads and all of that in 5D, 4D, whatever you want to call it, not everybody is playing for the right team. Okay, some people can have the right information, wrong intentions. So if you're on TikTok and the name is on the top of my tongue, but I don't want to say the name, but it's a very popular like white man that a lot of people are like, not fucking with him. He seems like an informant. Just go with your gut. Okay? So you use discernment, y'all. Use discernment, but if nothing else, just chill out. That's all I really wanted to say with this was chill out. Because there's going to be a lot. Like every day you're waking up, there is going to be something. Okay? And if this last week is not giving you a precursor, preview to what's coming this year, just buckle up and vibe high. And also cut it out with the 50-50 dates and should my man do that? Cut it out with all of that. That doesn't matter. And also cut it out with the conversations of Democratic versus Republican. Like, because what does that even matter 8 days now into the new year and all these deaths done happen? What does it matter now? People are dying. People are losing their lives. The world is literally on fire. And people still want to talk about, oh, who you voted for. And it's the fucking illusion of power. It's an illusion of power. It's an illusion of power. It's the illusion to make you feel like you have a goddamn choice and you don't. Again, LA is on fire and the mayor is in fucking Ghana and prolonged her goddamn stay there. While they have no water to put out these goddamn fires. Stop thinking these people are for you. They are not. And by the time you find out, shit is already too late. And if you have to die for whatever agenda and narrative they're trying to serve, so be it. That's how they feel. Because you are considered a sacrificial lamb. That's why I say, get closer to God. Get closer to the universe. Get closer to spirit. Get closer to whatever higher being you believe in. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Stop lollygagging. Get on your shit before shit gets on you. And child, that's it. I'm just here to put you back into the universe. All right. TheAlanaSouls.com. Go ahead and book y'all a reading because y'all need it, ho. TheAlanaSouls.com. Book your reading. Figure out what you got going on with you this year. Is it going to be a good year? Is it going to be a bad year? We could do a whole 2025 review. Month by month, ho. We really can. Okay. And yeah, if you're interested in the astrocartography, you can book that as well. Everything costs the same damn price, child. Yeah, if you're trying to relocate, I don't even care if it's like to the same state but 10 cities over. Book you an astrocartography reading. Okay, go to the site, book a reading. TheAlanaSouls.com is on screen and in the description box below. I can't believe we were here for an hour, but I'll see y'all in the next one. I talk too fucking much. Oh, and please make sure y'all watching my new content. Like I said, the baddie shit is it's getting tiring. And I need to do a whole story. I need to do a whole chat GPT story time, girl. Because the way that they read me for filth again. Okay, when I was asking for a little bit of guidance, they read me for filth again. Okay, they was like, you're gonna have to make a radical change. You just gonna have to do it now. Whoever unfollow and fall behind, oh baby, that's just them. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right. But the new content is hilarious. That's the gag. People is really missing out. But it's okay. It's okay. Because people don't understand. Like, this is why I stopped saying, like, oh, follow me, subscribe. No, I stopped saying that because people don't understand. When you are a content creator, the more people that follow you that don't engage, that's the less money you make. That shit is not cute having 20,000 followers, but then 200 views. You make way less more money. Like, you are way better off having 200 followers and 200 views versus 2,000 followers and then 20 views. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because we get paid from the engagement, and you know. Anyways, I'm done. Bye.